I'm kind of the one that like I do shit on the fly too. Like I'm like type B, sure. Like I don't plan out.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
something's meant to be, it kind of just happens.
Do you think you have like ADHD or anything?
For sure. I don't know. I'm not even sure it's a real thing. I think it's just my coping mechanism. Like I've never been able to commit to anything that I'm not deeply interested in. And I think ADHD is just a form of people who are like very particular. I'm only passionate about certain things, like 'cause I had teachers all through school, and like one or two were able to reach me. Those are the ones who were interested, made what they're teaching interesting, But if they're like droning on or I could tell they don't respect me, it's like my ADHD kicks in, I think that's just my coping mechanism. Ignore
You don't like?
shit I just don't care about, like I never have ADHD training. I can lock in and no problem.
Yeah, yeah. The reason I asked you is because I was diagnosed with ADHD, and that's like that's what a symptom of ADHD is only committing to things that you're like passionate about. That's like one of the things, And another thing
Yeah.
is not really preparing. It's kind of doing
Yeah.
like because dude, I honestly when I became an adult, I used to not believe in it either, bro. And my mom's Mexican, so they're like the
Same.
old school Mexican. She wasn't about like the drugs and stuff, So she put me
Yeah.
on like she. At the time, dude, this was in the early 90s. Ritalin was still pretty new and some other things were new.
Mm.
So she would try them, but then she just, like, they had issues with them not allowing me to eat or sleep.
Yeah.
And so she just was like,
It's like gnarly side effect.
yeah, go ahead. She put my phone on my too. But, so she took me off of them, dude. And so it's my whole childhood, it was like, it just was something that was not dealt with, And then when I became an adult and I started getting into high school, college, it started becoming a problem,
Yeah.
because I couldn't focus. And so then, like, I think around the age of like 16, I really was like, all right, let me find out like if this is real and it's affecting my life. And so I read all these books. And I remember one thing that stuck out was they talk about people with ADHD, they can only focus on what's in front of them. It's hard for them to plan things, It's kind of like what you said earlier.
Yeah, like victim to the moment, I feel like it's a coping mechanism in the way that like if something's boring, and I'm like, I'm not in tune, But if there's hectic things, it's like a superpower, bro. Like you're in public, you're just chilling, like nothing. There's so much going on, and you're not really paying attention to any of it, And I feel like it's helped me in fighting.
Yeah,
because like I could spend my time just like panicking, looking around, like, oh, there's someone in the crowd I know or whatever. But at one point, I'm just like, I'm here to fight. This is sparring.
Yeah,
with lights, a ring, and a bunch of people I love watching. So. But yeah, my mom's Mexican too. She was like not keen on like diagnosing ADHD like that.
It's do you want me to move that wire so it's not your lap right here, or are you fine with it?
Oh no, it's cool.
Because I can wrap it around that. My bad, dude.
It's cool. Got in my guard right here.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's my mom, she's from Mexico, dude. So she's not like totally against modern medicine, but she's always gonna try to find like the natural alternative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing, dude, because I think in the 80s and 70s, maybe it wasn't so bad, but I think now, today, the 90s and 2000s, dude, bro, like that COVID vaccine, like what the f was that, bro?
Some crazy shit going on too, where it's like you can't just accept everything that's given to you these days, because people are gonna try to serve you something, that's probably not in your best interest, and you got to look out for your own interests. Because they say it's good. Gotta figure it out for yourself if it is.
Yeah, well, you gotta remember, dude, at the end of the day, the people making medicine, it's a corporation. They're there to make profits,
Oh yeah.
The more they sell, the better it is for the CEOs and the owners.
Sure. And that's like there's all like partial interests, like I remember the first time I broke my hand, right? Like I broke it in two places. One of them was kind of like a half fracture, one of them I broke clean. The doctor comes and he goes, well, I'm gonna put a screw in the one that you broke clean, right? And then in the fracture, I don't want to over-treat it. I'm like, over-treat it? Like, what does that mean? Like, well, it won't be necessary. But what he didn't take into account is I'm a fighter, bro. I'm gonna be punching. So lo and behold, the one with the screw in it held up for me. And then the one that he didn't, like let it heal just on its own, it broke again, bro. And I went to a different doctor who deals with fighters. He's like, bro, you should have got a screw in there. You're gonna be punching people. And I'm like thinking like, damn, that's crazy, like didn't hold up his treatment. And the reason is he used this word over-treat, right? And that's like my girl, she works in insurance, right? She told me over-treating is like insurance term, right? Because insurance, I had really good insurance. They have to pay out more for a more complicated surgery. So instead of him having to cut my hand open, drill 2 nails, which he should have done. He did 1 because now it's like he's not charging insurance so much, and there's like all this interest. Like it was crazy. I went to this other guy. He's like, bro, you're gonna be punching people. Like, why would you half heal something or not half heal it, but not fortify it because you're gonna be testing it again? And I broke it a year later, you know. But
yeah, dude, you think he gets like kickbacks for using less insurance money or something? Like they're like, oh, you saved us this much money, so we're gonna give you like a 10% kickback or something.
They're in the interest of making money. Like if they wanted to fix people, they wouldn't get them addicted to pills, and you know, they would actually fix people. They wouldn't just treat things.
All right. So let me give you your announcement real quick, bro. Your last name, how do you pronounce it?
Fournier.
Fournier.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have never. I saw that shit. I even mistyped it right there. I'm reading it, and I'm like, I think that's not how you spell Fournier. What is that? Is that? So you're Hispanic, right?
I'm half Mexican and I'm half white, like kind of a mix, like French Canadian, Swedish.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's like a Swedish Canadian thing, or what?
No, it's not Swedish at all. It's French Canadian.
Oh, okay.
So it's a French.
That sounds.
It's a French word, yeah.
Hey, dude, you guys are at the Olympics right now.
Ah, shit, yeah. I it's funny because like I'm not connected to that culture
at all.
You know, like it's my dad's side, so we don't really like I don't know any Fourniers for the most part. You know, I know my grandpa, but that's it.
Yeah.
You know, but you know how Mexican families are.
Very tight.
We link up for every weekend. You know, much more connected to them. You know, but,
especially here in California, bro. It's a very strong Hispanic community, bro.
We all live in Anaheim, Long Beach, and like right here. So
yeah,
a lot of us.
Fournier. I've never heard that name before, bro.
Yeah, it's I don't see too many of them.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give you your announcement.
Yeah.
Kind of just like start talking about random shit, and I didn't want to cut the conversation. This is cool. We're talking about the medical industry, and I was like, ooh, in my sights, bro.
forgot to tell him who I am, huh?
Yeah. Well, no, what happens, dude? I don't like to interrupt. Like if we're talking about something, I don't like to interrupt it just to like give you an announcement. You know, I could always put it in wherever. But anyways, welcome back to the show, guys. Today we got a special guest. This man has been fighting in Muay Thai for a long time. He just recently started an MMA. I found out about him through Lights Out. It was kind of a funny story. I don't know if I told you it, but I think I was telling my roommate it just the other day. I was like, I got this dude Sam coming on. But I went to my very first ever Lights Out gig. I don't know, show, you know?
Yeah.
I've been to other MMA events, but I've never been to Lights Out. One of my homies, Chris, fights for him a lot. I think it's a cool promotion. But the line was crazy. I waited in the line, finally got in, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna go get a drink because that's another long sign. It's a big event, you know?
Yeah.
Went to get a drink, and like literally as soon as I got my drink, I walked back. Your fight was the first fight I saw, and you got like a 6-second knockout.
Yeah.
So it was, let me try to remember how you knocked him out. It was like a hook or something, or I don't remember.
I think, I just kind of took an angle, just threw a cross down the middle. Just, it was one of those things where I wasn't really throwing it hard. It's just, for whatever reason, it's the aim, and it's actually my first experience with like the MMA gloves, so it's a lot more impact, less padding, you know. So it's kind of a funny introduction to the. You know, I've cracked people like way harder in Muay Thai, and with those big gloves, it's like not the same thing at all, you know. But yeah, it's just like a straight left, a southpaw.
Yeah, so I saw him knock him out. It was like 6. I think it was probably the fastest knockout of the night. I think there was another knockout that was in the first round, but I think it was a little bit later.
Yeah.
And I just remember I heard his whole name, and I was like, I'm gonna see if I can fight him on IG later. You know?
Fuck yeah.
And then I found you, I think, the next day, and I was like, yo, you want to come on the pod one day?
Hell yeah.
Here he is now, dude. He's right now. You're currently preparing for your next fight, which is gonna be for.
I'm looking at a couple places. I'm hoping like Lights Out or up next. I'm trying to make my pro debut.
Yeah.
So ready. I've been in the sport long enough. I've always kind of taken myself as a pro, you know, like treated it like this is my job.
Yeah.
So I was like, why not just the next step? You know, I see a lot of guys that are at that level, and I'm like, guys.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just got to get in there.
Dude, well, with your last fight, they don't even have a lot of tape to look at that was your first MMA fight, right?
That was my first MMA. Yeah, my only MMA experience. It's funny, like I went into it, I was like, man, I better get good at grappling. But I didn't even need to use it, you know. So they haven't even really seen what I could do as far as that goes. But I've been developing pretty good at that too. So
yeah, and he trains over at Lineage. He's also one of the coaches there, right?
Yeah, Lineage. Coach there a couple nights out of the week, couple mornings.
Yeah, I gotta go there one day, bro. I want to check it out.
You try to create something special, you know. Me and my boy Cole, he's a pro fighter too. we just kind of took everything that we don't like about gyms, kind of been to a few of them, and we hope to make something that's like void of all like the toxic gym culture and like rankings and everything wrong with what we've experienced, but try to make it like a little safe community. Just learn Muay Thai, 'cause it's rare, bro. People aren't learning real Muay Thai. They're doing like Dutch kickboxing drills, like marketed as Muay Thai. So it's like we wanted to do something special. Had a good idea, so why not run with it?
Yeah. Dude, I literally just saw, I'm trying to remember what fighter it was. I saw an interview with some fighter where he was talking about that, how he just opened up a Muay Thai gym, and he just was talking about how like today people open up Muay Thai gyms, but he said the exact same thing. It's like they're more or less just Dutch kickboxing gyms that just put the Muay Thai. Oh, actually, no, it was Khalil Roundtree. He didn't open up a gym. He just was talking about the styles.
Yeah. And what that is like train in Thailand, and you'll find that the Muay Thai gyms out there are just like not doing the same things that they are out here. And that's for whatever reason that is. Like we have our own influences in America. Like that's their sport. They've been doing it for hundreds of years. So it makes sense that they have the best fighters at it. It's been developed.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it's so different than over here too. The sparring culture, the technique that they teach. I remember hearing how he talks about over there, they do a lot of singles, and he said how the pad holders are kind of adjusting the way they hold their pads to the person hitting the pads.
Yep.
Now over here, it's kind of more or less they teach you a drill, then you do the drill,
Yeah, or combos.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, we're going to do this combo. You're going to cross hook cross, pivot, uppercut hook cross. And from my experience, that's not very applicable to a fight, because the second you throw that cross, they're bad, they're going to spaz out, which will probably interrupt your combo, right? Or if they're good, they're going to counter you. So what I think is the main issue is that there's no system around it. Like they'll be like, just let your hands go. You tell your coach like, that means I'm trying, bro. Like, what do you mean I can't land? It's like he's not making it very easy for me to let my hands go. So it's like it's a lack of development. Like that's what I found crazy about getting into jiu-jitsu. It's like everything is a system. You have a name for every position. Like you're in side control, you're in full guard, and then there's moves from each one of those positions. Whereas in Muay Thai, there's no positions. You're just like, you're either open stance, which is, one person lefty, one person righty, or your closed stance where you're both orthodox or whatever. And from there, it's like you don't have much options or much articulation of like what works where, because there's so many different positions. You could be standing like 50-50 with somebody, equal opportunity. You could be out of range, and there's no real system built around what to do when.
Yeah. So that's what you guys focus at your gym, is you try to come up with like I guess you could say systems for
like
distances and stuff.
Like systems, right? Like so I kind of take like inspiration from other sports. Like in football, they would never be like the equivalent of like let your hands go. They're just like, just go run a route, just whatever works, just go find an angle. Like they would never say that. They have dedicated routes, they have dedicated call outs, and everything is systemized where it's repeatable. That's what a system is. Something you can just test and you can repeat it, and if it's not repeatable every situation, then it's not a good system, right? Like there's like a good quote out there, like when especially in fighting, right, you never rise to your expectations of what you're gonna do. Like I don't go in there and be like, just one punch knockout. You fall to your systems. So my system was, come straight at me, I'm gonna take an angle and fire across.
Yeah, what you did, bro.
That's what I did, and I practiced out of that, like thousands of reps. And that's the only way to enforce a system, just repetition. Simple. You want to learn how to throw across, better sit in front of a bag, get your 10,000 reps, right? Like everybody knows the quote, but nobody does it, So yeah, that's what we're trying to form, like a little more articulation around the sport, just striking in general. Yeah, we're trying to do that over there. I think we've done a good job. I think just me and him are both striking guys who fight MMA, so that influence of jiu-jitsu where positions and very articulate like this here, it's like time and place kind of focus rather than like just get good at throwing cross across. Won't really help you in a fight. Who knows what they're gonna do?
Oh yeah, that's interesting, dude. That's a good take on it. I've never really thought of like coming up with different strategies for like. Usually, like I think in my opinion is like what happens is you get a fight with the guy and then you kind of just study his style and then you come up with the game plan. But it's not really like, oh, what if what happens if he comes in with a different style, which does happen sometimes, bro.
Yeah, they come out like, I'm gonna try something new.
Yeah.
The whole fight they've been a puncher.
Yeah.
Like, I need to see if my kicks, like I need to adjust my kicks, see what I can do with those.
Yeah.
Now your plan is out the window and you're gonna fall back to the way you deal with kicks, which is however you train to deal with kicks. You know? So it falls back to your system.
Yeah.
Right? You're never gonna rise to the occasion. You're always gonna fall back on your system.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting, bro. I want to come check out your gym. Actually, you know what's funny is one of my teammates was literally just telling me about how they wanted to check out your gym, like literally last week. And I was like, bro, I'm interviewing one of the coaches there on Sunday. Yeah. So hopefully next week we can set it up where both of us can come check you guys out, you know?
Tell them to come through, man. Like I know a lot of gyms, they have issues with people training other places. Like, can't go there.
Yeah.
Like, we want to avoid that culty, like,
behavior.
We don't own you, bro. Like, you come through for a week, treat you like family.
Yeah.
You know? You leave for a week, come back next week, nothing has changed. Like, we don't take it personally. I'm going to go get as much information as you can because we're like that. That's what good fighters do. They try to accumulate everything they can and then just keep what works. We want to avoid that culture. Like, you can't train there if you're training here, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of places that are like that. I came from, my first sport was Taekwondo, and that shit was fucking culty, bro.
Culty, huh?
Dude, like going to another gym was like, I remember one time, dude, I used to not live with my dad at all, right? And so I went to go stay with him one summer, and I went to my cousin's Taekwondo dojo in like Westminster Garden Grove area. I was living in Anaheim, not too far from here.
Yeah.
And so I came back after the summer and I told my sensei, and he was so butthurt. I was like 11, maybe 12, bro. And just he just made me feel like a piece of shit. Yeah. Now as an adult, I'm like, dude, that was fucked up, bro. What was I gonna do? Not train, you know? I don't have a car, bro. I can't just drive to the gym. You know?
I'm just trying to keep training. You know, you should be happy that I'm proactive about getting work where I can, you know, and a good coach would appreciate that. But like coaches who try to seek ownership or like manipulate, they kind of get issues with that. They don't want you to see the other side. You know, that's why I call it culty. You know, like they don't want you to see what the outside world's doing. Just keep it in this little echo chamber where I can mold, form you, and manipulate you to exactly what I want.
There's people like that. Yeah. There's definitely people like that. I think if you go to a good gym, you'll naturally already just feel guilty for leaving, even though you're not doing anything wrong, but just because out of that love, you know?
Yeah.
Like I got love for Frankie and Spider, and like I'll tell him straight up, like I'm gonna go check out this gym just because I don't want him to see me post something and be like feel some type of way.
Go behind his back or I'll just tell him like, I'm gonna go check out Lineage. I gotta interview this guy or whatever, you know? Yeah.
Frankie's pretty cool. For the most part, he doesn't really get butthurt unless you go to a gym where it had issues with like, you know,
like his direct enemies is like, there's a reason behind that, you know, not the reason isn't, I don't want you to go there because it's not me.
Yeah.
It's like, this guy's actually like not good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Frankie's cool. He's a good coach, man, but there's definitely gyms that are like that, man. Unfortunate.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's like, it's all about advancing the better good, right? You can't advance the greater good by keeping people in a box. You have to uplift everyone and then the level will rise.
Definitely.
But if you gatekeep and like knowledge is like the best currency, you know, people are withholding it. Like, it's like, nah, spreading knowledge is the way you increase that currency, bro. It's literally like simple. The more you share it, the greater it becomes because it's like battle tested. You know, other people are using it. It's working for them. It's a better way to go, you know, rather than like gatekeep. Have this little thing nobody's allowed to know. Well, that's called an echo chamber. You're not really getting accurate feedback for what you're doing.
Yeah. It's definitely a contrast to Jits because Jits is like what you said earlier, how they have a system and go to like a different any type of Gracie Barra. They have the same belt system. They have the same way they teach. I saw an interesting documentary on how they got jiu-jitsu organized. It was super interesting because like Helio, I think his name Helio Gracie. Like one of the oldest Gracies still alive.
I don't know my jiu-jitsu history too well, but yeah.
Yeah, so Helio Gracie, he had some belt and they had basically made a new ranking system. And so he kind of basically gave that belt up because he was like in order for us to kind of push jiu-jitsu to the next level, he's like, I need to get rid of like the old style stuff. So he gave up this special belt he had and to take like whatever he's supposed to have in the new rankings, you know? I don't know jiu-jitsu that well, but I think it was like a coral belt or this was like 10 years ago, you know, when they 5-6
and that's like just like a form of like idolizing, putting somebody up on a pedestal. They can do no wrong. That's like how the worst events in history happen, you know? Like that's just leads only to bad. Yeah, straight up, bro. Like that's how like atrocities happen, you know? It doesn't help the greater good when you do that. Put people on a pedestal or idolize them as they can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Because one day it might do you wrong, you know, and here
We're
you
all
are.
human, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
gotta take everything with a grain of salt.
But I thought that was cool. I was like, damn, that's cool how he's just like he's just accepting this new Jiu-Jitsu wave and giving stuff up that probably meant a lot to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And look what he did. He like advanced jiu-jitsu to this like worldwide, like took it from Brazil, just like spread it. They got Gracies everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's like a newer sport compared to like Muay Thai, but I feel like it's more organized than Muay Thai by like
100%.
a long shot, you know?
Yeah, they're more developed.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm not even just talking about the belt system, but I'm just saying just like you know what to expect white belts to know and blue belts and purple belts. By the time you get to a black belt, it's like, you know, he spent like a long time training, like, you know,
comes back
6,
to that
7
system.
years. Yeah.
Tried and true, you know, it works, it works.
Yeah.
Can't deny it. You know, and it, test it, it still works.
Yeah. So you're training jits at RTC?
Yeah, I train with Coach Nick Boley for jiu-jitsu, and I got another coach, Jesse, who does my MMA, jiu-jitsu, and like wrestling. He's so good, bro.
How do you have you adjusted? Do you like it?
Dude, it's a learning curve. Like I would say the biggest articulation for me to make between striking is like flowy, you know, very, very fast twitch muscle fiber. You want to be loose, tense up at the right times, and kind of like preserving your energy, being cool, you know, it's all about like timing, that kind of stuff. Whereas like jujitsu for me, I was getting injured a lot, bro. And it's because it's the different type of strength. Like I didn't have much isometric strength. Like the best jujitsu guys will just hug you, bro, and just squeeze you, bro, like until, and that's not fast twitch. That's isometric strength. It's a whole different muscle system that I didn't train. So I had myself, I was getting gassed out quick. I have good gas. You know, I used to never get gas in Muay Thai, like ever. But Jiu-Jitsu, I get taken down. I'm like trying to wiggle out of something. This fool's just hugging me, just chilling. I'm gassed, bro. So that was one part. Like it's just adjusting to the different muscle system, isometric, which is like fast twitch. And another thing was like injuries are different.
Oh yeah,
right?
dude.
Like you get bruises and cuts. Your shin gets dented up in Muay Thai. But in Jiu-Jitsu is more of like, bro, got me in a police hold and popped my shoulder or something, you know, or you have it's more joint stuff, you know, like I never find myself getting like too bruised up or anything, you know, but yeah, I let somebody hang on my leg and I twisted the wrong way and my knee popped or something. Like I've already had like a fair amount of injuries just off that, you know, and a big one is like ribs popping. People get you around your core. And I'm the type of guy who's like, I'm trying to be relaxed. And then it's called a gut wrench. Fuck, I've popped like 3 ribs already in like, like a year, bro, of training. Yeah. But there's little nagging injuries like that, but I'm adjusting and I kind of have like, you know, I do a little bit of strength training. So I've adjusted that too, like kind of reflect what I'm doing a lot different.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like strength training goes a little bit further in jits than Muay Thai, you know?
Sure.
Like Muay Thai, you'll see people like pretty lean and they'll still knock people out and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
Kinda, skinny strong, bro.
Yeah. But I feel like in jits, if you actually work out hard, I feel like that gives you a little bit more of a benefit. Like you'll see the stronger guys be able to hold people down.
Like I put on a bunch of weight just from training jiu-jitsu. Like my upper body, I kept it like, bro, I just wanted 2 pool cues for my arms, you know, just to extend them quick. And like I had, you know, my first coaches in Muay Thai were like, the bigger your arms are, the slower your punches are. I was like, that makes sense, you know? Why would I train bicep curls when I need my bicep to extend fast? Like I'm not gonna curl somebody, you know, in Muay Thai. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So it was more about being loose and quick. This is like be able to just squeeze somebody and wait till they tire out and then advance position.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I've put on a bunch of weight. Yeah, man, I'm getting fat, but I don't know why. Eating the same thing. I'm just the training, like my body adapted to that different kind of training.
Yeah, you're a big guy already, bro. So how much you weigh? You're in the 200s?
Yeah. I walk around like 235, 230. Fight at 205. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, that's another thing that wrestlers, they can cut weight like I find Muay Thai guys, the weight cutting protocol, a little less articulate, a little less scientific. But wrestlers, I think, you know, these kids are doing it from the age 8 to like college, right? And then they've done 250 weight cuts, bro. And they know how to cut and they know how to like get that advantage when they put the weight back on. Then they're like, they know how to do it fast, you know? Yeah. always use guys like Alex Pereira.
Alex Pereira is kind of crazy weight cut, bro.
Yeah, and I kind of do the same thing where he cuts from like 235, he makes 205, and then like if I do it right, you can super compensate and get your weight back up to like I walk in the ring like 225, 230. So. And
when he fought Izzy, I think he walks back into the ring. They said like 220 or something.
Yeah, I did that once. I had the lowest fight I had was at 195, and I was like 2.
Yeah.
But the way you do that it's crazy, bro. Like I ate like a whole bag of kettle chips. I ate like 10,000 calories and like 5,000 milligrams of salt.
Damn, 10,000 calories.
I was sick, bro. I was sick to my stomach. I woke up the next morning bloated, but I was like, damn, I feel heavy and strong right now. You know, like that's just all guidance from my coaches. You know, they really helped me kind of understand that process better. You know, weight cutting's a bitch, bro. I wish I didn't have to do it. But
worst part of martial arts, bro. Honestly,
not quite a heavyweight, you know, but a big light heavyweight. So it's like,
yeah, you're a big dude, bro. Just in general, just like you're tall. And when I saw you in person, I saw you at Lights Out, but you're like all the way over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's different. It's different. Kind of like people say I don't look tall from afar either.
Yeah.
Like when I get closer, I'm a little taller.
Yeah. When I saw you, I was like, holy shit, this dude's giant, bro. Yeah, dude. It's I feel like is there a lot of people in your weight class for your size in like Muay Thai?
No, so that was a big reason I kind of switched to MMA. The fights were getting farther and farther apart the more I did them, and I just wanted to stay active. And never was adverse to grappling. Like even when I fought Muay Thai, I was like, I love clinch. That was like my favorite thing. It only made sense that I would transition into a sport where you could just clinch on the ground. Well, grappling, right? But
ground clenching, it basically is, dude.
Yeah, I got the same objectives, bro. I'm just trying to elbow you. So
yeah. Do you feel like understanding the Muay Thai clinch kind of helped you navigate jiu-jitsu a little bit?
Yeah, it's a little different. Like there's certain differences that need to be like made, like Muay Thai, the overhook, hands on top, right? But in jiu-jitsu, if they get an underhook on you, they're gonna try to throw your ass or take you down. So you got to be careful. Like you can't just tie plumb people. You know, they'll just shoot right for your legs. You know, but yeah, I think being good at clinch will help you transition to grappling for sure.
Yeah,
similar kind of thing.
Yeah, I think for me when I was doing jits, it helped. The Muay Thai clinch helped me out, and just understanding like body movements, you know, like because you know how you can't really look at people when you're clenched up, but you can feel like when someone's making adjustments, and so you can try to like how to navigate and neutralize that and stuff.
And it's a different muscle system.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. So that's why I know when he clinches, they get gassed out. They're like, dude, why is it so tiring?
Especially Muay Thai, bro.
It's
isometric,
bro.
And you're holding each other down. And, yeah. I remember when I was doing jits, and I wasn't doing really MMA. I was doing pure jits. And I was kind of like, it's cool because I'm not getting kneed, but then it sucks because then I'm getting like taken down and slammed and shit. It's like pros and cons.
They're cranking your elbow. And
I noticed too, a lot of the time guys would just take like, because I would naturally try to throw the knee, in the clinch. A lot of guys would just take it. Like when we were doing MMA sparring, they would just take it to grab me. And I was like, yeah, you can't just shoot that knee, bro. You got to like be more cautious about what you throw, And then
the bad part about that position is they're going to throw you on your head too.
Yeah.
Like it's worse than getting like double leg because now you're on one leg.
Yeah.
They got your like an overhook on your leg and they're just going to flip you on your neck, dude.
Yeah. That's the other thing too is Muay Thai sweeps don't hurt as bad as fucking getting slammed, bro. You know what I mean?
Not even, yeah.
Dude, like every once in a while you'll get slammed hard, but like it's not the same as like being double legged or singled, I feel like, unless your partner's being nice, Yeah,
learning how to fall.
Yeah,
that's something I had to do too. Where it's like I was going with like this wrestler, dude. He's such a beast. Jake Woodley, like a college wrestler. I'm gonna ruin his accolades. I don't know him off the top of my head, but he's really accomplished. And bro, he took me down one time, and for the most part, if I get grabbed, I'm kind of spazzing, because I'm new.
Yeah,
like I'm new to grappling, and he threw me down, and I landed on my shoulder, and I popped an upper rib, and I was like, I laid there, I'm like, I definitely broke my back. I was laying there, take a second, that fucked me up, I just fell wrong, I didn't do the right reaction and paid for it.
Like Mike Tyson, bro, my back.
For sure, dude, I was, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let me see if I got here Lineage. Oh, dude, so you're training at the Orange County Regional Training Center?
Yeah.
Well, I've seen videos of that. Where is that at?
It's on Huntington Beach. It's right off a beach in Warner, I think. But yeah, it's a solid. A lot of pro MMA fighters.
Oh.
You know, they're focused definitely on like MMA systems and grappling kind of systems too. And the coach was speaking just a different language, but I understood what he was going about. Like I really liked the way he displayed everything. Jesse is like, man, bro, Ginger Ninja. On Instagram, yeah.
Shout out Ginger Ninja. What do you mean different language? Like he doesn't speak English, or you mean just
no? Like literally, wrestling is like a different language to me than Muay Thai.
Oh, gotcha.
But I could understand like the way he was putting it very plainly for me to understand, and it's fantastic. The way that he was able to just help me through the progressions. Like, all right, this is where you start. I'm just gonna show you how to get up off the ground. You know, he's not trying to turn me into a wrestler. You know, like I'm too far away, bro. Like I'm tall. Like I'm gonna shoot a double leg on somebody, and I gotta go far to get down there. You know, he's like, I'm not gonna teach you that. It doesn't make sense. You know, maybe one day I'll get good at it and I'll start taking fools down. But for right now, we want you to starch people in Muay and MMA, put hands on them and kick them and knee. So how would I be training my takedowns? You know, so he curated it. He's like forming it around my style. You know,
that's good coaching, dude.
He understands.
They could be like an Alex Pereira, bro. That was never once taking someone down, I don't think, but he's knocked everyone out, dude.
I don't blame him, bro. Why would he? He's got those fucking hands of stone, right? So,
bro, when he hits people, it doesn't even look like he's like winding up, but he just puts people. You know what I mean? Like he's not like winding up like crazy to throw anything, but he just puts people out, dude.
I think people fail to look at just like what he's doing with his legs throwing, all from the ground up.
Yeah,
throws punches. He's not like big muscular guy up top. Got big legs though. Rotate like. I think that's where his power's coming from.
The hips and stuff, hips and legs. Yeah. You could be another one of those dudes, bro. After your last fight, bro, like, I mean, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Dude, so hopefully-
I study him a lot, bro. Like that's probably one of my, idols in fighting. You know, I got into the sport because of John Jones, actually. Before I did anything, I was like, John Jones is like crushing people. I would see him destroying people, like, damn, bro, this doesn't even look like it's legal, bro. Like, he should go to jail for what he did to some of these guys, you know? Like, I was like, I can't believe they're doing this. And I was like, all right, I got to try it, you know? But, yeah. John Jones, Alex Pereira is like probably my two.
Dude, Jones's elbows were crazy.
Vicious.
Dude, you know what I mean?
I never even thought about hitting somebody with an elbow. Like, growing up through school, so, you know, you get in schoolyard fights, you're like, yeah, bro, I'm grab his shirt, so feed him lunch, you know? But it really helped me see that, oh, there's levels to fighting. Like, I didn't even know fighting was a thing, bro. Like, I literally watched a free fight on Spike TV one time. And I just remember being like, oh, like, video games weren't so cool for me after that. I was just like, this is what I want to do. You know, like, it hit me out of nowhere. But,
yeah. How old were you when you first started training?
I started when I was 17. I played a lot of team sports and stuff, and I always found myself kind of like enjoying the act of playing the sport. Then the team dynamic really kind of let me down. There's popularity involved. There's politics. The coach's son is going to get playtime over you and that kind of stuff. And I always like physical sports. Like, I played hockey, actually, played ice hockey. Even then, I wasn't very skillful. You know, I just like cracking people. And I think that's where I kind of got this like dopamine response to people up, you know, like I'd crack someone and my whole bench would be like, oh, like ruin that guy, you know? And I kind of got, you know, that's was like the first bit of like not acceptance in my life, you know, like I never really did anything good before that. Like I never felt like I was like good at anything, but I was like, well, I'm good at this, but it's a part of the sport that's not respected. You want to score goals.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm just a goon, you know, that's what they call it. Like, you just go out there and crack people. Like, I'm not really doing anything but racking up penalty time. Like, you could like you could look my name up and see that I had like 100 minutes of penalty time in high school, bro. Like, I was literally out there I should have went to therapy, bro. I was just mad, you know, like, I was just out there cracking people, bro. And I was a giant. Yeah. I was like, yeah. So fighting was like the perfect catalyst for me at 17, kid who like just doesn't feel like he belongs in this world. Nothing feels right. You know, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to off myself if I worked in the office or something. You know, like I just couldn't see myself doing anything, bro. I was really depressed, and fighting was kind of this like glimmer of like, oh, this is like, I can shine. I could shine at this. And the rest was history, bro. I just started training every day. I knew I could be great at it. So it's the only thing I cared about from then on.
That's interesting. You said how you felt like you didn't fit in, like a misfit, because I feel like that's like most of the people that you see at like any type of gym, you know, they're kind of like the outsiders. Yeah. And it's interesting because it's like you'll see the outsiders of like the outsiders, you know, like you'll see like kind of like nerdy people that are into anime, but they don't fit in with their nerdy anime group.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They have a little bit more physical energy, or like they need to go out and do something. Yeah. But like they love chilling and watching anime, bro. I watch like a
Dude, I had anime pulled up when you showed up.
Yeah, what were you watching, bro?
I just finished both seasons of Gate. Have you seen Gate? It's so good. I'll send it to you. It's the reason I like it is because it's like it takes place in like Japan back in the day when there's like knights and like there's wizards.
Yeah.
But it's like these people from like modern day Japan go back there, and so they come with guns and like missiles. They come with like Apache helicopters, and they're just slaying dragons, dude.
Anime like plots are always like the craziest shit. I'm just here for it every time. I'm like, yeah, bro.
I saw the cover.
I'm in, bro.
I saw the cover. It was like military soldiers with guns, and then there's like dragons behind them. And I was like, I'm sold, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't even read what it was about. I was like, I'm gonna watch this.
Sure, bro. I really am just like a nerd deep down, you know, like I was just playing video games, you know, I couldn't fit in, and like that was my escape. I played tons of video games and tons of anime. Like,
yeah,
I would sit in my room, I'd be feeling at my lowest point. I'd pull up like Naruto or something, and everything would just kind of turn down the volume, like all this like self-doubt. It seems silly, you know, but something simple as that was like kind of my escape. And I found this, it was like a mental escape, right? And I was still pent up, still had a lot of anger outside of that. Like Muay Thai was like my physical escape. I was able to let this energy out. And instead of walking around, like I feel like I need to fight everyone, and everyone that looks at me, I'm like, got a problem, bro? Like, cause it was just like my own insecurity just manifesting itself like externally, right? And internally, I felt like shit, bro. Rest. It was manifesting as anger, all this stuff. And then what I was able to do for Muay Thai is kind of like, took me some time, but break that wall down of like, just need to like do what you feel like doing, which is just need to hit something, you know, and you do it in a healthy way where you're not starting fights and parties, you know, like you need a healthy outlet, you know. But that's what it was for me, bro. It literally saved my life. Like I think I was in a dark place, and it brought me out of that. Sure. I think it does that for a lot of people, you know. Everyone there is very real.
Yeah.
I think that was a big cause of my problems, is like I really valued authenticity. I found myself trying to fit into social circles before Muay Thai, fit into social circles like I probably didn't belong in, you know, and I just didn't get the same like feeling of authenticity, and I could just tell people were lying and fakes, you know, to whatever degree, like, you know, maybe I was again projecting my own insecurity, but in a way, Muay Thai helped me come to peace with like, this is who you are, like you are who you say you are. Yeah, it's a catalyst for growth.
Yeah,
takes you out of your comfort zone, no matter who you are.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, bro. Martial arts, bro. No, I mean, I think that's applicable to all martial arts, dude.
Yeah.
Me and my sister had this conversation a while back, and she's talking about how we all have different faces that we show people, right? Like we show our mom a face, and then our friends a different face.
Sure.
I feel like when it comes to martial arts, it's like that's one of the only places where you take the mask off, because you'll see right through that shit real quick,
raw, bro. It's raw. You can't fake it.
No, you can't, dude. You see the people that come in acting hard, and they get a almost what I'm looking for. They get a reality check real quick, bro.
Sure.
And if you continue thinking that way, you're either not going to be welcomed at that gym, or you're going to be getting a reality check every sparring day, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
I thought it was so hard. I was like, bro, I'm big. No one wants to fuck with me, bro. You know, I could fight. I'll probably be good at it right when I start. And smaller guys,
little 5'4" guy,
dude, a foot and a half shorter than me, bro. Just cracking me, teeping me in the gut until I'm just like, okay, I can't go anymore.
Yeah,
that was my reality check. That was like, okay, things aren't what you think they are. Like you need to take a step back, reevaluate, you know, and like it's not all bad, you know. Good thing.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Yeah, and the friends you make there, dude, they become really good friends, dude.
Lifetime. Like I have a few like childhood friends, but then everyone else from Muay Thai is like, that's like who I talk to every day. You know, I see them every day. Not only in like a social setting, but now we're at a gym in the community. It's like my brothers, bro. And something about fighting with them and watching them fight, it's like see who they are. Like you see who they are.
Yeah.
Like it's special bond.
Brothers through blood, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's different.
Dude, I love watching my friends fight, but then at the same time, I hate it because when they get cracked, it's almost like I could feel it, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's like I'm like there. I'm like, oh no, you know?
Yeah, and you're always like, you won, bro. Like,
nah, you
always
can't.
super biased. You're like, yeah, bro.
I'm pretty sure I'm biased, but I try to keep it objective with my homies because you got to, bro.
It's important. Yeah, you don't want to give them false sense of security. But
yeah, but not for sure though. There's definitely like if it's a fight that was close, I'll probably lean towards my homie.
Riding for him. You're riding for
he's
him,
my homie, bro. I'm gonna see it his way through his eyes.
Yeah,
you know?
You've seen the work they put in. You know, you've seen the sweat, the tears, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Lineage Muay Thai though. How long you guys been around?
We started during quarantine, man. We used to train at a gym called OC Muay Thai. That was actually out of the Affliction warehouse in Seal Beach. And
oh, dude, that's a cool warehouse, dude. Affliction.
Yeah, it's big, bro. It was a fantastic gym. They used to have the ring that they used for the Affliction promotion back in the day. Wasn't big, but they had like Arlovsky and Fedor fight in this ring. And it was the first ring I ever stepped in, you know, and it was like, it's giant, bro. This ring is like there's no way they'd let someone fight in a ring this big these days. It's huge, bro. We would get groups of like 20 in there, 20 people in the ring, just training, hitting pads, wouldn't be running into each other. But that gym, OC Muay Thai, actually, so what happened was COVID hit, right? And Affliction had a couple new owners by the time like that OC Muay Thai first started there. And the new owners like looking at all their stuff and they're like, we have a gym operating out of our warehouse for free. COVID just hit and that's like a massive liability. So I think what happened was they kind of like, hey guys, you guys we're gonna shut this down. It's just not good for business, especially because they're running a
business. Yeah.
Affliction is huge, like especially in like overseas and stuff. Not so much here anymore. It's like bedazzled like shirts.
Yeah.
You know, it's like skulls with
that's
like
what I think of when
sparkles. It's like all weird, you know, V-necks, like super deep V-neck.
Yeah.
But so it's like super popular in like Russia, Europe. So they do really well, but not well enough to just let a gym train liability free during COVID. So it went under. And me and my boy Cole were coaching there at the time. And we just started, you know, peacefully objecting the shutdowns. You know, we were linking up in parks and just like, hey, all these people that we used to coach, come through this park, bro. We're just gonna hit pads, you know. And slowly but surely, it started to develop. We're at the basketball courts in Seal Beach down there, just training, and we're like, all right, I think we're doing well enough. Like, got enough people, get a little spot. And this is still during quarantine. We rented out this old video store, bro. It was like the size of this room, right? And we just taped up the windows and it was like insane, bro. Packed this little room out and it shared a wall with an Airbnb, bro. So like they're hearing us like crack pads and you know the guy that's like yelling, you know, when he hits. And the owner, he owned both buildings and he was a friend of ours and he's Airbnb, they can't sleep, bro. Like you guys are training at 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, okay. So eventually it leads us to our new spot down there in Garden Grove and just been trying to grow it ever since. And we have a lot of new people, a lot of the same people that we've been training with for years. So that's been like a 3-4 year journey. That's where we are now. And we just found the name Lineage fitting because we just wanted to carry on this flame that ignited our light, you know? So that's what the lineage comes from. Carrying the torch, trying to pass down what we learned and the gifts that Muay Thai has given us, you know?
What gym did you and your boy Cole come from?
OC Muay Thai.
OC Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have like a different spot now out in like Mission Viejos. Had to move far, but we're still local. I'm in Long Beach. He's like right there in Seal. So yeah, we were like.
I don't think of OC Muay Thai. Was that was in Seal Beach, right?
Used to be, yeah. That was Seal Beach was the Affliction warehouse.
Got you. Okay, I think I have seen it. I never went to it though. But all right.
It used to be pretty big. Like random people came out of there. Like Cub Swanson should train there. Stuff.
I'm wondering if I heard that name from like one of my coaches. Either it was Frankie or my jiu-jitsu coach. I wonder if they used to train.
It has been around for a while. I wouldn't doubt it. Like long before I got there, it was a thing. Like 90s thing. Like,
that's lineage right there, bro.
Yeah. And this is all developed. You know, like they're passing us this information down, and we're like, this is gold. You know, like, we need to keep this going. You know, like the mentality, the the not only just like the technicality of the training, but like the approach, like the attitude.
Yeah.
You know?
Culture.
Yeah. But
yeah, I think culture is important, bro. When I go to a new gym, dude, the first thing I pay attention to is the culture, bro. Like, I go to some gyms that they just make you feel like they're not mean to you or anything, but you just don't have that family feel. And I'm sure they feel like a family, but I don't feel like, you know.
Yeah. It's not easy it's clicky, you know, it's hard to infiltrate the group.
Yeah.
You know, like they put you with like a new guy to hold pads. You're like, oh, I'm not getting the full experience here. You know, they're using me. They're treating me like a hitchhiker.
Yeah.
You know, they're just going to drop like, I stay. But if I leave, they don't.
Yeah. That's how I'll go to certain gyms. And the second I walk in there, everyone just makes you feel like your family, bro. My gym, I feel like, is like that. Maybe I'm biased with Spider Muay Thai. Yeah. Everyone, like the second you walk in there, Frankie's having a conversation about you, your life, dude. Yeah. Everyone like getting to know you, you know. Another gym that I can think of that's like that off the top of my head, bro, is Hardworks. I think you trained there before, right?
I used to train there, yeah.
Actually, I was watching your fights and I seen Hung was in your corner for one of the fights, bro. Yeah. That's another gym that's like that, bro. I went there, Hung is super chill, bro. All of his guys are super chill, super nice, bro.
Yeah.
Just made me feel very comfortable, you know. I just love seeing gyms like that, man. And I always want those gyms to succeed, you know.
It's like a certain thing that like tell someone's like they just have their best interest for you or they like don't. Like just tell right away.
Yeah.
I trust whatever. But
comes to culture, bro, because honestly that's the culture of Muay Thai. It's a sport that's supposed to be shared, bro. Like if you go to Thailand and like Asia, like Vietnam, bro, that they practice Muay Thai, they're so friendly and smiley, bro. Everyone's nice.
It's like religion too. Like Buddhism is like one of their main things is like come as you are.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they have so many different types of people out there and it seems like it's accepted and cool out there, but it's like weird for us. We're judgy as hell out here, bro. Like you see someone that's different from us and we don't draw the comparison that this is just another person experiencing life. Just use our like perspective on them, you know, like it's doing it wrong, bro. You know, but Buddhism is like very open. I feel like I know my friends have gone. I really want to go, but they say like everyone there is just dope, bro.
They should check it out, bro. I know of a temple that they speak English. It's
really?
It's a little further out, but towards Corona. Because I've never been to a temple out here that they speak English. Sometimes I'm sure they have them, but I went to one in Corona and like one of the head honchos was like a white guy, and so he was because I don't speak Vietnamese, dude. And so when I go to those things, it's like my dad's Buddhist. Like I don't really know what they're saying, but this guy was able to like break it down in English, and he just was like, he's like, I came here to. I know a lot of the younger people that don't speak Vietnamese. Yeah, so he's like, that's why I'm here to try to teach the younger people the culture and the religion, you know. But yeah, if you're interested, bro, I'll give you a link, bro. Maybe I'll go with you, bro.
I've had religion's funny. I was like super Catholic growing up, like raised like Roman Catholic, had to get confirmed, had to do all like the steps, and it just led me to like this huge cognitive dissonance where I was like, I just don't think this is right. Yeah, it just didn't feel right for me, and not to say that it's wrong for everyone. I'm saying like, it just led me to this like guilt-ridden life, and I like I don't deserve it, and like it had me feeling pretty down, bro. And I'm not to say that it was just religion, but it was like my interpretation of it or how I fit into it wasn't working for me, you know. That was like a big part of Muay Thai. You know, I was like, maybe I should like expand my horizons a little bit. Like this doesn't have to be the way, you know. I was wrong about fighting, you know. Like maybe I should try something else, you know. And I just started reading like a lot of philosophy, bro. Like just like investing in myself versus like religion is like it's for greater good. It's beyond you, you know. And they'll call it selfish or sinful to put your own best interest, but it's like also want to achieve things in this life. I don't want to just be a servant,
Yeah. My dad's Buddhist, but my mom, she was raised Catholic, and then she converted to Jehovah's Witness like right before I was born, dude. Yeah. So I went like when I was younger, I just wanted to learn about religion, just because both my parents are two different religions. I started thinking like, how many religions are there? Like at a very young age, I remember like reading on different religions, and I personally came to the conclusion that religion is about suffering, bro. Yeah. And I'm just like, this is not for me, bro.
Same. And that's what it is. Like, I've always had a problem with institutions. Yeah. Like, every time someone sets up an institution, they're asking you to accept this because it's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. No questions asked, right? Like, that's how it is. You're wrong. We're right. Yeah. Right. But I was like, no, bro. Like, it seems like there's a lot of like religion, especially with Catholics. That's what caused the Crusades, bro. That's what caused some gnarly shit. And I was like, maybe it's better to just follow God and like, bro, I don't want to offend it.
No, no,
offend anyone, you know, but
bro, California sober, baby. We post all the controversial shit, bro.
for sure, for sure.
Bro,
but yeah, the institutional part, it was like not serving me, bro, and not that it has to, it just wasn't working for me. I believe in God, and I was like, I should just build that relationship and not rely on someone do it for me.
Yeah,
you know?
it's all interpretation anyway. So when that's just one pastor telling you his interpretation of it, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. I have no problem with religion. I think it's very valuable in a lot of ways, dude. It's like they help the community out a lot. Like they do more for the poor and the needy than any other organization, you know. But I think it's just something that you have to figure out yourself, whether it's something you want to follow or not. It shouldn't be such an important part of life, you know.
I remember going and seeking outside information. Okay, well, but what is the other side looking at?
Yeah.
You know, just because I was born here in this demographic, Mexican, I have to be a Catholic. You know, it's like I was born like that. I got baptized. I wasn't like as a baby. I'm like, I don't think so, man.
Yeah,
you know, I'm just raised into it. You know, I even went to Catholic school for a while, bro. I was like all boys Catholic school.
You're in it, dog. You're institutionalized,
deep, bro. You had to pray and like pray before lunch, pray before dinner and stuff, and like, bro, I was like, to a degree, I was just like, I didn't ask for all this, you know, like I just sought outside information, and it brought me a lot of peace, bro. Like reading certain books, like the big one was like the Kabbalion. I don't know if you ever read that or it's just kind of about like its own interpretation of like Christianity. But yeah, certain sources, outside sources that I was discouraged from reading as a kid.
Yeah.
I went and sought out, and I was like, makes sense why they didn't want me to read this, you know? It's contradictory.
Bro, I saw that thing about how this guy interpreted like the Dead Sea Scrolls, and how he was saying how basically the scrolls were talking about how there's a what did he say? I'm trying to remember. He just was saying how he believes the Christian religion was founded on like taking mushrooms. I don't know. He's been going around. I know Joe Rogan brought the guy on and talked about it, but this was a guy that like he worked like he was one of the only guys that was allowed to see the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? Like these were like it's the oldest religion. It's like some other language that they had to like translate to, you know?
Yeah.
And he actually wrote a book about it, about his findings, and the Christian church bought the rights to the book and they stopped publishing it, which is interesting, you know? I don't know.
Everything's for a reason, right?
I mean, dude,
they don't want you to see it.
I could totally see it being a mushroom thing, because I don't know if you've ever taken psychedelics or anything, but you feel woke as fuck, bro.
Yeah. Like even the simplest little thing under a new perspective will seem like an epiphany.
Dude, when I'm on mushrooms, I'll think of decisions I made like 10 years ago, and I'll relive that situation, and I'll see it differently, and I'll be like, it just affects me differently. You know what I mean?
I had some gnarly trips, bro, where you know, I think everyone carries a weight.
Yeah.
They don't realize they're holding it. Those mushrooms kind of have a way of like, think you're good, but you have questions you don't even know like that you have, right? So like I took them, and like it uncovers trauma, you know, you don't realize you're holding it. And it like when you're done, the whole experience, it's like you lifted off this weight vest you're holding your whole life. It's like, I never felt so free. And then it just keeps on delivering you that experience, you know? Really puts things in a different perspective. And for me, it was positive.
Yeah.
Speak for everyone, but
yeah, no, I think that's valuable, bro, because it's so easy to do shit and then just forget about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wrong people and you just don't care. But then taking psychedelics makes you care, dude. You feel like shit, bro.
I think I had this. I won't try not to overshare, but I had this gnarly epiphany when I was on mushrooms. That this after school program that I used to go to as a kid, bro. I'm like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, right? We would go like any other after school program, play checkers, had like games for you, right? It's like a state park like program, right? And like there was other kids there, you know, and like a counselor, right? So what was crazy about this was that, say I would get in an argument with another kid, they would like bring us outside, bro. These counselors, they would have us scrap. I remember like,
that was in Catholic school?
No, this is like an after school program. It was like state funded. Like these counselors were like 22. I'm like 8 years old, and that we would have issues, bro. And I would go out there and scrap with these kids, bro. And I remember like kind of like vivid memories, like kind of weird, and it only uncovered once I did mushrooms. And bro, I was like dragging kids through the mud and shit. I kind of remember like I was a big kid, you know. It's like that's not cool, you know. And I would see people that I knew from that school program, kids that I would basically be in a childhood fight club with, right? The counselors would egg us on. And I'd see this kid, and we're all grown up now, you know, we're 18, 20, and I'd be like, man, like, there's just a disconnect here, and I don't know what's wrong. And what made me make that connection was I saw this dude, I was tripping on mushrooms, and like 18-year-olds do, kicking in the parking lot, right? The same parking lot everyone else kicks in. I saw this dude, and I go, damn, man, like, I gotta go talk to him. I always looked at him at parties and just like kind of was like, what's up, bro? And just like look away. Like there's tension there.
Yeah.
And I knew we went to the same program, but I didn't never made the connection. I go, hey, bro, like I walked up to him, and this is of course I'm tripping, you know, I'm just like, hey, like I just wanted to let you know, like I don't have any qualms like about you. I don't know why that when I look at you, it seems like there's beef when there isn't. Like I actually think you're a good guy, you know, like I don't know why we do this. And he takes me, he goes, bro, I've always wondered that too. Like I've just kind of been reciprocating the look you've been giving me. And it's like, I had this crazy breakthrough, bro.
Yeah.
And I just like dapped this dude up and hugged him. And I see this dude now, we're boys, bro. Like I see, like, I see him all the time. Yeah. I see him, like I still live in the same place I grew up, bro. So I was like,
yeah, that's beautiful, bro.
And it kind of had me realize, I was like, I was in more or less a childhood, like, fight club, bro. like, and I did it with a lot of people, bro. And I went through and I'm like, all right, I need to go back and I need to make a checklist. And like, I need to write what's wrong instead of like having these transgressions about people. I need to like be conscious about them, bro. And not just like bridge that gap. You know, I'm over here just like okay with being enemies. I'm just mad at the world. I didn't know why. Holding on to a bunch of bullshit, bro. Like, it wasn't even my fault. It wasn't his fault. It's getting egged on. We're getting praised for it. I think like, you know, might have had a long-term effect on me psychologically, you know, where I'm like, I'm a fighter and I fucking love
I was literally just going to ask you that, bro.
I love starching people, you know, I love getting knockouts. Like, it's like the best feeling in the world, but it's like, it all comes from somewhere, you know.
Might be trauma, bro. Those counselors gave you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you know how that when a kid gets beat at home, he grows up to be like violent and stuff, you know what I mean?
Bro, like I said, like,
hurt people, bro.
The internal is just a reflection of the external.
Yeah.
Someone's bullying you, bro, feel good about themselves. Like once I realized that, like I was like, I've been able to connect with people so much better, bro. Like I always walked around like, think I'm the big, like I'm tall, bro. Like it's like, wait, I'm just not any different, bro. Like I have this big old chip on my shoulder. This chip is weighing me down, bro. It's stopping me from like achieving like legitimate connections. You know?
Hey, you're not living in harmony, bro.
Somewhat, bro. Like I think every time I do it, it tells me something I need to know. So it's like kind of scares me now. What am I going to uncover next time? You know, it's like, so I kind of chill on it, you know, like got to figure out where I'm at, you know, but yeah, those things give you answers to questions you didn't know you had for sure.
Yeah. Mushrooms, bro. I think they're important because of that, dude. Like I said, dude, I've taken mushrooms and I thought about something just like you, like 10, 15 years ago. And I'm like, damn, why did I do that? That was not a good version of me, you know?
Yeah. And you're carrying that guilt too.
Yeah.
Release it.
Actually, you know what's funny is I got this face tattoo this year, right? And my mom like hates tattoos. She like I said, she's raised very religious, Catholic, all that. When she finally like I had already gotten like 2 sleeves before she saw any of my tattoos. And when she finally saw my tattoos, she just was like, just promise me you're not going to get your face. So I was like 19,
my mom
right?
says the same thing, bro.
So I went, I got my face tattoo, dude. And then I had to stop taking mushrooms because I felt so guilty for like, because I purposely was trying to avoid my mom because I was like, she's going to cry. And I remember I had like a bag of mushrooms that my homie wanted to take. And I was like, nah, bro. I was like, I'm just gonna feel guilty if I take him right now. I was like, I gotta wait till I talk to my mom and she finds out about this, and I feel better about it before I take those.
You're like, I'm not in a good place right now.
I gotta make peace with my mom, bro. I already knew it was gonna weigh me down, bro.
That's the thing I tell everybody. Like, you feel like you're in a good place, take them because that's when you need to grow.
Yeah,
like you're like, oh, bro, I'm doing great. I'm happy. You know, I'm chilling. You know, you're stagnant.
Yeah,
right. Like that's what I thought I was. And when I took them, oh, yeah, bro, I'm just trying to party, bro. Let's have a good time. Or just laugh at the trees, you know?
Yeah.
But it wasn't that. It gives you what you need, not what you want.
Yeah.
Sure. You know?
And sometimes you need a kick in the face, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of times you need a kick in the face.
Yeah. If you're already feeling down, bro, you're on the right path.
Yeah.
You're on the path to like being better. You know? But if you feel like you're great, I'd recommend you take them. Mm-hmm. There's always something you could be better at, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree. All right. So let's see what else we got. What other questions I got for you? Bro, so you said you got people, you started started having people compete at your gym.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, bro. It's fucking
how's that been going, man?
sick. I love watching it. Like, especially like the younger guys who are like finding themselves through competition and like testing themselves. Like, I can see a little bit of myself in them, you know? And it's hard because as a fighter, my time is like limited. I want to give these dudes the world, but I'm like, I gotta worry about my own career and training. But yeah, we got a team. You know, it's a couple different coaches. It's not just me and my boy Cole. It's like a bunch of people, a couple pad holders and people that are help getting these guys ready, you know, and they're representing a lineage. It's like, bro, it doesn't even feel real. You know, like I never expected to be here. Like, I don't know. I guess I never thought that I would go on to like give back, you know, this early. Like, I don't know. It was never my intention, but kind of fell into my lap, and I'm like watching these guys grow, and I'm like getting a lot of satisfaction out of it. Seeing myself in them, like I really want to help, and watching them work hard is like the best gift they can give me. Because I know they're trying to just be better. And we had a bunch of guys roll out, Royal combative sparring.
Royal Combat. I haven't been to their events yet, but I've seen them around.
They're dope, bro. Dope. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
But watching them do well, it's like, bro, it's like almost as good as me winning, bro. It's like in a selfish way.
Yeah.
You know? I want to give them their flowers, but I'm just like, it's made me so happy. And it's not about like winning or losing to me. I just see them out there just like fighting, you know? It's just fighting is like the purest form of love, you know? It's like everything is just coin, right? Two sides of the same coin. Love and hate, and fighting and loving. It's just like they are out there like preserving their own being. You know, they're out there putting themselves at risk just so they can overcome it. You know, I respect it so much, bro. These dudes, bro. Shout out the fight team, man. Yeah.
Shout out Lineage. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it out there. Maybe I'll go this week, dude. I tried to go last week. I got kneed on the nuts on Tuesday though, like really, really hard, bro. Like, and I wasn't wearing a cup, dude. Like, I literally lifted off the ground, my pelvis got bruised, and I just was like, just took it easy the whole rest of the week. I was like, dude, it was the worst nut shot I ever had, bro. This dude was 270. He weighed in.
Damn, bro.
He just fought, dude. So I know he's 270 because that's what he weighed in at. But he fought like on Saturday. We sparred on like Tuesday, dude. But I mean, it was an accident, bro. But I just think he was a little tired. He just threw a knee without really like setting it up, you know. You know,
and 270 doesn't exactly scream flexibility in my mind. You know?
No. He tries to, bro. This dude tries to do like spinning back kicks, and he's so big, and I'm just like, oh man, this is dangerous, bro.
All nut shots, huh? Yeah.
I mean, bro, it's a lot of weight to move, you know.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, so you need me in the nuts, and I just was like, it was so bad. It wasn't really. I mean, I'd go to the gym to lift weights and then hit the bag a little bit, but like my whole anytime I throw a right kick, it like hurt my pelvis, dude. You know.
Yeah.
We're back. Nothing's broken. I was low key scared because
that'll put a scare.
Bro, dude, I'm so good with wearing a cup, dude. I've been training. I started with Taekwondo when I was like 9 or 10, dude, and it's like because you know in Taekwondo, at least in my gym, we had the cup that went over your pants. So it wasn't really that hard to put on, right? Like, you know,
slip it on, slip it off.
So I got into the habit of always putting my cup on when I spar, and then we don't spar on Tuesdays, but my coach wanted us to spar for some reason, and I just was like, damn.
He's like, I just want you guys to go light.
Yeah.
Here you are, just getting cracked in the nuts, like full power.
It was so bad, dude. Yeah. So anyway, I didn't make it out last week, but this week I think I'm gonna try to go. Yeah, I'll try to bring my friend. So yeah.
Welcome, all are welcome for everyone, bro.
Yeah, Lineage. So that's in Garden Grove. Is that like this part of Garden Grove, or like closer towards
it's probably closer to like Cerritos. I'm not good with my geography. Like,
what street is it off of?
It's on Valley View. So right off the freeway.
Oh, off of 22.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's probably where my dad lives. Maybe I'll stop
off
by.
The exit.
Yeah.
Really? I'm gonna stop by my grandma's house after this. She lives right here.
Right here, Nana.
Yeah.
Sick, dude.
That's funny.
Has she always lived here, or what?
Always.
Yeah.
We go out there, watch the fireworks in Disneyland and stuff.
Yeah. It's a very Hispanic like centered neighborhood like area. Dude, street tacos all day. You just come out here at like 7 o'clock. So many street tacos. I love it. Yeah, Lineage, bro. What else we got, bro? Any announcements you got to make?
No, bro. Just fighting soon. You know, I'm still looking. Like I just know like a certain date and time. No, I just think everyone in here should try Muay Thai. You know, I guess, right?
Try Muay Thai, dude.
If you have the chance and got the free time, or it's not the same as like anything else, bro. It's change your perspective and outlook a lot, bro.
Good way. very positive way. Lights Out hasn't hit you up about another fight or anything?
They have. I've been dealing with like I broke my hand. Like I just got surgery on it.
Was it your left hand?
Yeah, bro.
I noticed that scar, dude. I was like, yo, that's a gnarly scar, dude.
So I got 2 pieces of metal in the middle there. Yeah. So I'm actually been feeling great. So.
That was the hand you're talking about? It was from so it's recent.
I broke the same one like twice. Yeah, I broke the same one twice.
How'd that happen?
Bro, jiu-jitsu. So I think in that fight where I got the knockout, I think I might have fractured it, hairline fracture. Went to jiu-jitsu the next week. I'm like, I'm gonna take easy striking because my hand hurts. And I was grappling a guy, I get like a gable grip. I go to squeeze my own hand and I feel it. I broke my own hand, bro. I feel it pop all the way. I go, oh fuck, that hurt. And I'm like, probably still just fractured because I've been dealing with it for so long. I'm like, I'm just used to it hurting. Got a golf ball on it. And yeah, bro,
a swelled up golf ball?
I broke it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is my first time off my parents' insurance. So I was like, damn, I was really like, my world was coming down around me. I was like, fuck, bro, I need to get my life together. I was like, still just.
Insurance is expensive, but Lights Out, they didn't have you like do any medical?
I didn't break it during the fight.
You were like, oh, it kind of hurts. Let me get checked out.
It always hurts.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I don't.
I know people that when they fight, dude, they'll have an injury that's pre-existing, but they'll say they injured it at the fight to get checked out.
I've never done that.
Shout out. I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't, but I'm just saying if there's insurance out there that's free.
Yeah, for sure. Right?
Damn, dude, that's a gnarly scar, bro.
Yeah. Like everyone always tells me I don't look like a fighter, so.
No, you can't. What's a fighter look like though, bro? What is
I guess a little more fucked up. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I seen, comments like people telling me I look like Ryan Garcia from Temu and shit. I'm like, fuck, bro. I don't look tough, man. Like,
bro. You know what? I got remembered about. I was watching one of your fights, bro. It was a title fight for Muay Thai. I can't remember what event, dude. But oh man,
maybe Royal Combat or
I think it was Royal Combat.
Title fight for Fighters Rep too. Yeah, Royal Combat.
Yeah, how many fights have you had to Royal Combat?
2.
What was your last fight for a title?
Yeah,
I think I saw that fight, bro. I was watching that fight and I was like, damn, this was pretty. He's pretty like. You're really good with your range, bro. Which is funny because you actually mentioned that's something you got. Like you mentioned things you train at your gym.
Yeah, positioning, bro. Positioning, like knowing what to do when.
Yeah, I just now drew that connection, bro. For some reason,
yeah.
It's an ADD, bro. Something in my head sparks. I gotta say it out loud. Yeah, I saw you fight this dude, and I just noticed the way you came in now. And for a big guy, you're angling a lot, bro. Usually, I don't see big guys angle like that.
Yeah,
kind of already got that.
Ideally, I don't get touched.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys who's like, I'm not trying to take one to give one, bro. I'm trying to come out of there like I went in, just untouched, so.
Yeah. That dude you fought was pretty big too, dude. I just remember.
You solid, bro. Like, I remember hitting him pretty hard. It's guy's not going away. But I just like, I'm winning. I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing, Keep clinching him every time he gets close, sweep. Like that's a big part of what I do. I like sweeps a lot.
Yeah.
So.
And Royal Combat, bro. I haven't been to any of their events. I want to check them out. I think I followed them when I did.
They're sick, bro. They're sick. That's probably how amateur goes. That's like the way they treated me, and yeah, they're one of the best. Yeah. Probably a little biased because they gave me a title shot, but yeah, check them out, bro. Hit them up if you're looking for a fight. Like treat you, take care of you.
Yeah, shout out Royal Combat.
Shout out Royal Combat.
I'm gonna try to go to their events. Maybe I can find some people to interview or something.
Yeah.
All right. So what's next for Sam's life, man? Personal stuff, any business stuff, fight stuff?
Shit, take it one day at a time. I'm trying to stay in the moment as much as I can. I know we were talking about it earlier, being type B.
Yeah.
Not much planning.
Yeah.
I like my routine. Train a couple times a day, and I just get high off that feeling of getting better. And I truly feel like I'm ready to fight anyone. I know everyone says that, but I really think I can go up in pro and on a tear, I see some holes, so.
Like that energy. All right, dude. Sam Fournier. Sam Fournier, dude.
No worries.
Check this guy out. You want to link your socials or anything?
Yeah, just Sam Fourn. It's SAMFOURN. That's it. Lineage Muay Thai. Check us out, bro.
Lineage Muay Thai in Garden Grove. Check that out. I'll be there sometime this week. If you guys are there, shout out.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for having me in, man.
Hey, thanks for coming on, dog.
First pod, so
it's pretty easy, right?
Yeah, shit. I feel like we might be both stoners, so we kind of got it.
I know,
got into the deep stuff, but
yeah.
I like it, bro. I like it.
Dude, I tried my goal for when I do my interviews is I tried to make it like as informal as possible.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'll try to have questions lined up, but I want it to be like we're just homies talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I appreciate that too, because I know a lot of people use platform to like come out and be like, what as fuck?
really?
I'm a man, I'm a fighter, I'm gonna kill you. But really not like that, bro. I'm a nice guy. Like I'm chill, bro. You know, like
I'm trying to peel back the layers, dog.
Yeah.
I want to know the Sam. We know the Sam that fights. I can look up your record, bro. I can look up your fights. I want to know.
I know, I'm all stoic. I'm like, I always just smile. Like, I literally just looked up, like, yeah. Just faking it, bro. I'm not tough like that, bro.
Well, it's cool, different.
Bro,
you're in the zone, you know?
Yeah. I
like
can harness it. Yeah, I can harness it, but
it's like I said, bro, different faces, bro. That's the fighting Sam face, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that feels like me too. You know, I'm just being myself. Like I would come out and act all hard, and you know, that's just not me.
Yeah.
Gotta be who I am. It's the only way I make it work.
Yes, sir. All right, Sam. I mean, anytime you want to come back on, if you ever got news, bro, I'd love to have you back on. Everyone at home, as always, stay cool, stay high. Go check out Lineage Muay Thai. Yeah. And you can say rhyme, bro. That's what I say at every episode, bro. Go check out Lineage Muay Thai in Garden Grove, man, or any type of gym around you, dude. And yeah, goodbye.